Tom Brady's coming back. I have gone over this 2 or 3 times on my national radio and TV shows. Days are very long. You sleep 7. I sleep 7 hours a day. I work out for an hour. I eat for an hour. I hang out with my wife. I read. I listen to music. I take naps. And that's about 18 and a half hours. I've got 7 left. And I had said this with Tom Brady. He's going to hang out with his kids. But if your kids have a life, they don't want to hang out with their mid-40-year-old dad all the time.
Let's dive into Tom Brady. And I don't think this is really that complicated. I don't think he ever wanted to retire. I think he was getting pressured from his wife to stop playing. And I think he capitulated for a minute. And then I think he realized, like, Giselle, I am still too good at football. There's a reason most people tell you when you're young to chase your dreams. Follow your dreams.
I'm interested to see, and hopefully we will meet y'all in the finals, because as you know, like nobody else in this league, I'm locking that shit up. So
whatever. That's why you need a double team every time we play, y'all.
That's crazy. I never asked for a double team. That's not even in my makeup.
I always found myself to be double every single time I play against you.
Hey, if you want to duck in like Shaq, you get 2 feet in the paint. The double team got to come, big fella. Like, I mean, at that point, you got to go for what you know. You know what I'm saying? But
well, if you say that you're that good of a defender, I mean, I don't know. I've never asked for a double team in my life, so
me either. That ain't me.
And I think I'm a pretty good defender, especially when I'm on. So
I mean, when we put you in every pick and roll and they bring you up to blitz because you can't get, you're just like blitzing because you can't get up the floor. That's kind of like asking for a double team essentially on the other end.
So
hey, you go double step.
Hold on. So you want me to play drop against Steph Curry?
No, you don't got to be dropped, but you ain't got to blitz it.
I wasn't blitzing last time. I was just trying to make sure we got the ball out of it. You can make plays because you can't shoot the basketball.
Hey, but I make every other play, and I hope and leave me open down the stretch. I'ma can your ass.
But would I rather make Stephen Curry or you beat us? I take you any single day.
What are some of the similarities between Mr. Kreese and yourself?
Well, the similarities, they come after playing the character a long time. They weren't at the beginning in Karate Kid 1 and those movies. They were all kind of one-dimensional, and those characters were white hats, black hats. But as the writers started writing for the series, the characters became more texturized and more colorful.
Give me 17 players better than Jason Tatum right now.
All right, I will. I'm gonna. Okay, LeBron, Giannis, Durant. Agreed.
Yep.
Luka, Jokic, Embiid, Steph, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, Dame. We're at 10. James Harden is 11, and now is here where it gets trickier. Would you rather have? I think Donovan Mitchell, I think Devin Booker have shown where they are. I think Ja is better than him. Now we're at 14. Chris Paul, I haven't mentioned. Now we're at 15. The other guys that I had on there that I don't want to leave off, Paul George puts us at 16. Jimmy Butler puts us at 17. And Jason Tatum's 18.
The Lakers are in a lot more danger than people realize of missing the play-in. Now, I know everyone wants to talk about, Brandon Ingram's injury and the Zion Williamson situation and CJ McCollum and the fact that the Pelicans are trending downwards. And you look at a team like the Spurs and you're like, there's no way they're coming back, right? But the Lakers only have a 2.5 game lead on the 11 seed. And if you look at their schedule and you look at the type of basketball they're playing, it's really difficult to see where the wins are coming from. And so, yes, they only have to be better than those teams, but those teams are probably more likely to manufacture wins over the course of the next month than the Lakers are. That's a real concern. They might, by the time Anthony Davis comes back, they could very well be entirely out of the playoff picture. Now, I would imagine if you gave a bunch of truth serum to those guys, they'd probably be fine with that. Because judging by the product that we're seeing on the floor night in, night out, especially in this back-to-back, these two ugly losses, they don't seem to be very interested in being here to begin with.
Imagine you showing up to boo a former player. That man doesn't play. His new team beats your ass so much that you leave early and boo your own team. That's the funniest shit ever, bro. I get that, Sixers fans hate Ben, you know what I'm saying, the way that shit ended sourly, but they've been taking some L's with this shit, bro. And it's been fucking hilarious to watch. Ben Simmons ain't said shit, and he's comfy as fuck in Brooklyn. Brooklyn look like some world beaters against the Sixers. They look like they're going to be a problem in the postseason. He got his feet kicked up, and Sixers fans are mad, and it's fucking hilarious.
How was it like taking over the depth chart and like the team and moving up and stuff like that?
Yeah. I've got to talk about this a lot. I mean, I went to Notre Dame with a pretty big chip on my shoulder. A lot of people say that, but I don't think anyone thought I would ever play at Notre Dame, which, it was by far the best school I had, by far the best education that I had. And I was just like, man, why not? Why not go there? At least try and bet on yourself. So I was pumped. Never even been to the Midwest. Like, totally was happy with just wanting to play in the Pac-12. That's like all I wanted to do growing up. So I was committed to Washington State. Was happy with it. Never thought I would decommit, like, ever. I would have bet all of you I would never decommit. Like, I hate decommit all the time. I was like, no way. And then I got this Notre Dame offer, and I was like, I gotta go at least see it. Right? Like, all I know is the movie Rudy. Like, that's it. That's all I know. So I was like, all right, I gotta go. And I went out there and I was like, man, this is dope. So I switched in 3 days, my commitment. Took me 3 days to like build up some courage to call the coach. It was hard. As a kid in high school, I was like, man, it sucks.
You'd rather have Russ than Rodgers?
Yes, Aaron, I think we have a 16-game playoff record, 7-9. At home, often as a favorite. I think Aaron's into Aaron. I don't think he has leadership skills. I have data that proves he's not great coming from behind. He's a bailer, not a baller. He's not a foxhole guy. He's not optimistic. He's more cynical. I think he's a bad hang. I think he wears people out. I don't think he trusts many. By the way, that's been his issue family on. He doesn't trust people. So I just know with Russell, every day, all he thinks about is CR and football. I don't get anything else.
And here's the thing. I think you're like the guy who was in love with this girl when you guys graduated high school. And then you both went to different colleges and you came back and she's given you all this evidence. She's a different person. And in your mind, she's still as she was 4 years ago. The Russell Wilson you fell in love with, I don't know that guy still exists. He's not on the field. He's not as effective. And off the field, he seems like he's a bit of a pain in the ass.
The reality is I think we lose sight, and ultimately, like with you and Ben, like you express your dismay with the situation. You express like, get him out of here then. Like you expressed all of that. But there was a point.
I never said that to get him out of there. I just didn't understand what was going on, honestly. Like I didn't understand like what happened and what led on to that whole situation. To this day, I don't understand. Even when you look at, and I don't have any problems with him. And like I said, like obviously we didn't win a championship together, but in the regular season we were dominant every single season, 50-win seasons. Like I always believed that we had a chance to win together. Like I always believe it. Even to this day, I believe that we had a chance to win. And what we were able to accomplish, obviously winning matters the most, but I feel like we had a chance, and that's why I don't understand, what was going on, honestly. What caused, him to want to leave. I understand, his explanation, but, a lot of things don't make sense.
If you told me Tua or Trubisky, because of his athletic ability and the ability to move the pocket, I would take Trubisky over Tua.
Absolutely. And the ability, I think, to throw the ball down the field. Trubisky's a lot better athlete than people give him credit for, and he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. I mean, this kid is So I think it's a good fit. I like it. Like I said, now, I'm not going overboard if the Steelers draft the Willis kid from Liberty. I know they're high on him in the draft. So be it. It's going to take that kid a couple years to get ready. Let's see what happens with Mitch.